Stadium in Eugene. It's the UNLV Rebels and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Ducks headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. The Rebels offense will take the field first, and they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
And this offense is going to have their hands full, and especially this offensive line. And it's not just this year. Like, you watch this group, they're dominant, they're physical. Like, they're gonna make you earn everything you get. But it seems like with this program, Palmer, it's year after year after year. Plug and play, next guy, physical, fast.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
The run inside. It's Thomas. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Turns it loose deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Ducks offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Dante Moore, what a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm, and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing.
Pulls it in down the sideline. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Dante Moore. That's caught. It's Moore. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Moore will throw. Plucks it out of the air.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Firing to the right, complete. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. Moore. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Quarterback may change this route. Moore, play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll move the tight end. On the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And they are pushing the ball. The field, a big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Using his legs, it's Hill. Makes it past the marker. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, the speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Running inside, it's Davison. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Here's more to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
That's caught. It's Burnett. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and the attempt is no good. So it'll stay 3-0 after the missed field goal.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you've got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
They'll keep it on the ground. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Moore from the gun on third down. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. Speeding down the left side. 10. Touchdown, Oregon. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, down here on the UNLV sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about punt.
Looking for the edge, it's Davison. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Throwing more. The short hands, it's Stewart. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Ducks are rolling down the field. He might want another play. Dante Moore. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Moore to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. He lets one fly deep, and it's caught inside the 30.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Grabbed behind the line, it's hooked. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, down here on the UNLV sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Inside the 40. Maybe some room here. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vegas. Huge. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach... thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. Guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game. And the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Okay, Holly. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wide receiver comes in motion.
Let it go.
Here's a little room there.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He goes right back to the air. Got his man out of the backfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Irvin. And you can see the offense just... itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. And that holding penalty is going to make things more difficult. 2nd and goal coming. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. He got it. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Send the tight end in motion. Moore. Pressure coming. Connection to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He wants to change this route. Moore will throw. With the catch, it's Stewart. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Here's Moore to throw. Looking long. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor. Will kick it off to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
I caught up with the Oregon head coach coming out of the locker room. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. A really nice day for this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make points.
Motion from the wideout. Throwing more. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
It's third down, and the line to gain is to 36. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. It's complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll go play action with Moore. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down. Hunt is on its way. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Reese?
All right, Holly.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wide receiver going in motion. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. So now it's 2nd and long.
Here we go, ready. Red 54, let's go.
They want to run this quarterback. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great play by the defense. They're getting to the quarterback, knocking it loose, and falling on the fumble, and now they're giving it right back to their own offense right at the goal line.
Rebels offense is back on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Snap it to the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
They'll run play action. Going for 6. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Brought it back to the 6-yard line after interception. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for space. It's Hill. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making checks. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dante Moore. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the move at the 30.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
Moore to the air. Makes the grab. Oh, he got loose. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after that false start, now instead of 2nd and short, you've got 2nd and 8. Moore. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Moore with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. Reception of the day. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Looking for a crease. It's Thomas. Finding some room. Crosses midfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He's at the 10, and he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Here comes the offense on second down. Right back to the well. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
And some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's going to take a shot. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage.
Looking for the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. And he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Using his legs, it's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Pulls it in. It's hooks. Spins away. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's 2nd and long.
Ready. Ready, five. Go.
Here's more to throw. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
In the gun on 3rd down. Moore throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down and nothing doing there.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. The Rebels decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Hauls it in at the 40. Return's going to get it. Midfield, he'll be down at the 49-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. The team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time he comes off the field, they're patting him on the back, making sure he knows that he is their guy. His performance has been stellar. Not a big surprise, but still, the way he's shown up and shown some composure and poise, the guys are rallying and loving what they're seeing from their QB. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the wide receiver. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Ducks are facing 3rd and inches. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Blue 22. Blue, but
Might as well give it to him again. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving. Get it.
There's some room. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UNLV will start this drive. The offense out there ready to go. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Right back to him on the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.